Kundun zo holin ni pepe chindalane langdor kalup sonangyo. We are also deeply honored by the presence of Mr. Paul Timling, board member of Bepatin Foundation Holland, whose continued support and goodwill towards Chakpuri are greatly appreciated. May I now respectfully invite Mr. Paul to share a few words with us.
Dear family, my name is Paul and I come from the Netherlands, and this is my wife Marianne. I'm very glad that I have the possibility to celebrate the 110th founding day of Chakpuri together with you. How I became a member of your Chakpuri family is a kind of a miracle. I would like to share this amazing story with you to make you understand how it is possible that the Dutchman stands here in Takda. As a young man, I was interested in Tibet. I read books about this magic country, no more, no less. In 1997, my wife Clara became ill and someone advised us to go to Dr. Nel de Jong. So we did, and we kept doing that. A few years later, there was a retreat in the Netherlands with Trogwa Rinpoche, and I was one of the participants. And it was there that I saw Tenle La for the first time. He was 18 years young. There I learned the mantra of the medicine Buddha that I say nearly every day. Time goes on, life goes on, and in 2006 I had the possibility to travel to Tibet. I could visit many beautiful places such as the Potala Palace, the Summer Palace, the Yokhang Temple, monasteries in Kyance, Shikatse and Samye, and also Mount Chakpuri. We planned a trek in the mountains and set out with it. We had to cross a high pass and the weather was very bad. We had to go back. A free afternoon in Lhasa. What to do? I had a very strong feeling inside that I had to go back to Chakpuri mountain. On my own, I took a rickshaw. On the hillside there was a small monastery. Cautiously I went inside. There was only one monk. No common language, no possibility to talk. He gestured for me to sit opposite him on his rug. We looked each other in the eye and felt a heart connection. I asked him if he had ever seen the Dalai Lama. No, was his answer. He asked me the same. Yes, I saw him from quite close in the Netherlands at the gardening. Wow, that was wonderful for him. He touched me to receive the energy of His Holiness. Then he took a small photograph of the Dalai Lama from his robe and showed it to me. So brave, and at the other side, so dangerous. You all can imagine what would happen to him if he got caught. Together we lit the butter lamps, and afterwards we stood facing each other for a long time, our foreheads touching. That was so intense no words to express that feeling. Now I still say, this was one of the most beautiful moments in my life, and that's on Mount Chakpuri. Years later, one of my clients would die. She had ALS, no children. She asked me what to do with her belongings. I advised her to put part of it in an NGO, to spend it after her death on charitable causes all over the world. I told her about Chakpuri and the Tibetan way of healing. She was enthusiastic and did totally agree to help with her money. The name of the woman is Beb Aten. I became chairman of the NGO, and my part of the world was Asia. At the same time, Chakpuri was confronted with all kinds of rules from the government. Nella informed me about that. We started our cooperation with smaller projects as the library and machines. After that, Tenley came to Europe with his plans to build a new pharmacy. We had several meetings about how to build and how to pay. Long story short, we made it with your efforts and the gift of Beth Aten, which was completed by a gift from Mr. and Mrs. Veld. 2014, I was asked to come to Salugara for the opening ceremony of the first floor of the new building. While traveling to the start of the Coachella trek together with Wout, we were called to come back because the incarnation of Trokawar Rinpoche was discovered. We were allowed to share the ceremony. So impressive, so wonderful, I never forget that. After our trek, the opening ceremony, while all others were preparing everything, we had to stay home. It should be a secret for Yangtze and me. In the house of Lobsang and Ganga, we watched a movie of Mr. Bean and we had a lot of fun. Together we did the opening ceremony, and be sure that it was a great honor and very emotional for me. And still, Beb Aten is honored and remembered by the plaque in front of the building. I'm sure she is satisfied and proud that her money is spent in such a good way, with as a result this beautiful pharmacy. As a conclusion, when I look at the great lines of this story, then I only can say that it is full of so-called coincidences. I know that a higher power prepared the roads we had to go, because it is a miracle how they came together. And I am so glad with it, and I am so proud of you all. Go on. On Coachella, I asked the mountain gods to bless Chakpuri and to give it prosperity. Miracle story, yes. When do you meet someone that sends you to Dr. Nel? Just a few persons met Trokawar Rinpoche and Ten Leila in the Netherlands. I think I was the only Dutchman in the monastery on Chakpuri Hill. And then Beb Aten and the Veld family. Everything came together in one basket. Wonderful. That is my story, and from the depths of my heart, I'm very grateful that I may be here again, being part of this great Shakpuri family. Thank you for that. Then I want to say something more. My wife Clara passed away in the year 2023. Here in Takda, I think in the same place, do said prayers for her. I got a video of that and I showed it at her funeral to my family and friends. It deeply touched everybody and me the most. Thank you for that, my family. Thank you.
진달라라 까딘치 시원이 아니 진달라게 공기 냠용당 제바 아니 저불당 제람 지들 차에 꼴 더신게 버송나 송투스나. Thank you very much. 제림 케바스 저불이 진된 비밀 롬니 칸기 운지 초가와 티니 페상라네스 랑돌 걸읍송난교. I, the director of Chakpuri, Mr. Thinle Pesala, to offer a few words of guidance.